Beauty and the Beast.
Merchant. Village. Storm. Feast. Fairy. Dream. Jewels. Jealous.
Once upon a time there was a merchant who lived in a small village. He had 12 children, 6 sons and 6 daughters. His daughters were beautiful, but the most beautiful was his youngest. Everyone called her Beauty. The merchant's older daughters were loud and they often laughed at their youngest sister. Beauty, however, was very quiet and cheerful. One day the merchant told his children, "I must make a long trip by ship. What would you like me to bring you?" The older children asked for something expensive, like fine chocolates or a pretty dress. But Beauty simply said, "I would like a rose." The merchant traveled far and was gone a long time. He got everything his children asked him for. However, there was a huge storm and his ship sank into the sea. He swam to land and walked a long time through the forest. Finally, he came to a castle and knocked on the door. The castle belonged to an ugly beast. The beast told the merchant he could stay the night. He gave him some hot food and a warm bed. From his bedroom window the merchant could see a garden next to the castle. In the garden was a lovely rose bush. He thought of Beauty and decided to take a rose for her. The roses were very special to the beast. When he saw the merchant taking a rose, he was very angry. He wanted to kill him. "You will never leave this castle," said the beast. "Please, I must see my children again," cried the merchant. "If one of your daughters will trade places with you, I will let you go. She must come here by her own choice." The beast gave the merchant a lot of gifts for his children and let him go home. The merchant gave his children the gifts and told them about the beast and the price he must pay for the rose. His sons wanted to fight the beast. His oldest daughter said, "Never go back there." Beauty said, "Don't worry, father, I will take your place." When Beauty arrived at the castle, the beast happily welcomed her in. He lit off some fireworks in celebration of her arrival. He presented her with a delicious feast, beautiful clothes, and sparkly jewels. Every day Beauty explored the magic castle. There was a room full of colorful birds. Another was a library of the most amazing books. Through one magic window she could attend the theater to see the latest plays. The beast would come and sit with Beauty and talk for hours. She enjoyed talking to him about so many things. She thought, "He is not so ugly on the inside as the outside." But every night the beast would ask her, "Will you marry me?" And she would say, "Sorry, no." Beauty could not marry the beast because she did not love him. She was in love with a handsome prince. This prince lived in her dreams. Every night when she fell asleep, the prince would appear. She didn't know who the handsome prince was, but she thought that the beast was keeping him somewhere in the castle. A fairy appeared to her one day and told her, "Don't focus on appearances." But Beauty did not understand what the fairy meant. Before she could ask the fairy to explain, she disappeared. Beauty continued to explore the castle each day. The beast gave her anything she wanted. She looked for the handsome prince from her dreams, but she could not find him. Beauty lived in the castle for many months. She missed her family very much. One day she asked the beast, "May I go home for a visit?" The beast did not want her to go, but he wanted her to be happy. You can go to your father's house for 1 week, but then you must come back, he said. He gave her a magic ring. When she turned it on her finger 3 times, she suddenly appeared in her father's house. Her family was very surprised to see her. She was wearing a very beautiful dress and wearing expensive jewels. Her sisters were jealous of Beauty's things. She gave them everything they wanted but the magic ring. A week went by, so it was time for Beauty to return to the castle. Beauty's father said, "Please, Beauty, stay with us a while longer." She could not bear to see her father so sad, so she stayed longer. Soon she had been gone for a whole month. Then one night she had a dream. She did not dream of the handsome prince as usual. Instead, she dreamed about the Beast. He was in the garden next to his castle. He was lying next to the rosebush, dying from a broken heart. "Oh no! Poor Beast!" Beauty said as she awoke. She quickly turned the ring 3 times. She returned to the castle in a flash. Beauty saw the Beast lying on the ground just like in her dream. Quickly she got some water from a spring and helped him to wake up. She began to cry. Her tears fell on the Beast's face. "Please don't die, Beast. I love you." Slowly the Beast became stronger. When he could speak, he asked, "Will you marry me?" This time she said, "Yes." Soon Beauty fell asleep. When she woke up, the prince from her dreams was standing beside her. He said, "I am no longer a beast, thanks to you. Your love has changed me back into the prince I really am." The fairy appeared again and told Beauty, long ago an evil fairy was angry at the prince because he did not love her. So she used her magic to change him into a beast. Only real love could change him back into a prince. Beauty's father, brothers, and sisters came to the castle. Beauty and the prince got married in the rose garden. The fairy asked the prince, "Will you take Beauty to be your wife?" "Yes," he said. "Will you, Beauty, take the prince to be your husband?" "Yes," she said. They lived happily ever after. The end.